Hello, hello. Welcome, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. It's one more episode, one more day of sharing my insights, my love and my passion for health and wellness. And today I have a very, very special topic. And I want to know where you will be joining me from. So let me know in the hashtag, let me know in the comments where you're joining me from. And also let me know if you're listening live or listening on the replay. So do hashtag replay. So my name is Maike Sainz, and I have created Maike's Wellness as a means to help myself and others understand human behavior, our habits, and why we do the things that we do every single day, and why it's so difficult to change. So if you didn't know a little bit about me, I studied psychology for my degree because I wanted to understand more personal behavior, the meaning behind our actions. But I left it for a while because I was very busy with children. And then I decided to pick it up. And guess what led me to pick it up? Menopause and feeling lonely and that empty nester feeling. So that's why I've created this for you to have more understanding of yourself. So that was a little introduction about me. And today we're going to be talking about the power of words and how the words affect our health and our state of being and the ways we do and how we can change it. So today I'm going to share with you one exercise. Then I want you to make some comments on this exercise. And then I will lead you to another exercise in order to know how to change some things that you're probably not even aware of, and you're probably is having you feel so different and so disgusted about yourself. I didn't like to say that word disgusted, but sometimes we do. We don't feel like ourselves anymore. We feel disgusted about ourselves. So let's dig in, shall we? I feel that words that we hear can hurt us and they can offend us. And a lot of times we're allowing a lot of those words to come to us, right? And we're not setting boundaries. So for me, that was something very important and very big, that it has we allow everything to come and we have no barriers, and then we're feeling like crap, and then we wonder why. But all this is done at a subconscious level. So it's hard to change when we don't even know where it's coming from or why we're acting. But also words can help us heal and bring joy to our life. So today you will have a little example about this. So I'm going to read let me know in the comments how you're feeling right now. As you go through this, as I'm leading this training, let me know how you're feeling right now. What is one emotion? Are you excited about this? Are you happy about learning about this? Just let me know in the comments your state of emotion right now. Are you ready? So now I'm going to read a series of words. And as I read these words, I want you to really think about how you feel. Okay? So here's the words. Negative, these are all negative words. So destroy, kill, hurt, tension, threat, forbid, suffer, ruin, rape, hate, idiot, stupid, ugly, fat, dumb. Okay? So select any of these words now, and I want you to make a picture in your mind. And would any of these words or that picture be pleasant to you? Probably not, right? So write in the comments, would any of those images that you form in your mind when you have that word, any of these words, like rape or stupid or ugly or dumb, would those be pleasant to you? Probably not. So if I asked you to write a sentence using any of these words, would they be positive statements? Probably not either, right? So here's a second list. Now I want to, before going to the second list, I want you to write down an emotion that you feel right now. After listening to these words, how are you feeling right now? And notice in your body just by listening to those words. So maybe you're feeling like stressed, maybe you're feeling anxious, maybe your energy went down just because of listening to these words. And we are bombarded by these words 24/7. So that's why at the beginning I said we allow those things to come to us, or we protect ourselves, right? The news is all about those words. How many of you are watching the news first thing in the morning? And be honest here. So write down in the comments, news. If you're watching news first thing in the morning. No wonder why you're feeling so tired and exhausted and drained, and you have no motivation for the day because you're leading yourself with those words, right? Without not even knowing. So now I'm gonna read a list of other words that are positive words, and I want you to notice how those words make you feel. So love, warmth, party, friend, vacation, kindness, weekend, peace, success, forgive, joy, agree, faith, confidence, praise. Take a deep breath, scan your body, and if I asked you to select any of these words and then form images or sentences, they would most probably be pleasant ones, wouldn't they? How is your body feeling right now after listening to these words? Do this as part of your daily actions, right? When you're feeling down, notice what are you paying attention to and shift it. You can shift it right away. It's like, oh, I'm feeling like down because I watch the news and there is so much war and things going out there. So shift it and think about something nice, joyful, pleasant, smell an essential oil and do something to shift it right away. We can shift it right away just by thinking of the word love, right? When you're feeling down, just think about love and you picture that in your in your brain, and you change your energy right away. So see how simple it can be, simple actions to take care of your health and wellness. So this can shift in seconds, as I say. So we can feel down or we can feel up in no time. And this really creates an impact in our health and wellness. And it also is very, very important to notice how words impact ourselves and others. So the words we speak to others also affect how we feel. So we're feeling bombarded with those negative words. What will happen in your body? It will happen that unconsciously you will be creating an illness. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Are you someone listening out here? Are you feeling like you're having recurring illnesses, headaches, migraines, tummy problems, skin issues? Write in the comments, what are your constant issues that you're having? I would like to know. So words can affect our physical health. And there was a study, very important. I've been reading a lot of Brené Brown, and she is she likes to have a lot of experimentation. She's from Houston, and she has a lot of big studies. So there was a study conducted on women who are in their 60s, who have been hearing that at 60s they're senile, and there's jokes made about failing memory and feeling decrepit, and also with regular aches and pains. That's what happens. That's kind of the protocol of a person in the 60s. And that's what they're hearing all the time. So guess what? The body will have a nervous reaction, and they will start having allergies, adverse physical and emotional effects, and also their blood pressure will go down or rise, and they will have a nervous breakdown, an allergic reaction to the skin. So if you're noticing any of these changes, be mindful of the words that you have been listening, and they have been conditioned your mind to become that person. So you're already 60, you're a senile, so you have to have all these things, right? Well, guess what? You don't have to have all these things, but you have been conditioned to that. On the other hand, if someone who is 60 or at any age, they hear these words, insightful, wise, seniors, while communicating like wise people, then they are valued. People who are wise and older, they are very valued. Guess what? The results in their body will be totally opposite to that. So they will feel better with themselves. Why do we see so extreme people like they're in the 60s, 70s, or 80s, and some of them are like crippled, and some are stronger than ever before? It's because they're allowing and they're setting their boundaries, and they're not allowing those words to affect them. So I picked this exercise from a powerful book that is called Positive Words, Positive Powerful Results, from Hal Urban. So if you want to read that, it's very impressive. Positive Words, Powerful Results by Hal Urban. So this is very, very helpful to understand, because most illnesses start in our mind, right? I cannot tell you enough how much the mind is controlling our state of being. And the more we learn about it, the better we can get. But we need to understand. So these words that we hear when early on, at early stages in our life, when we're very young, we can't express ourselves as well when we're very young. So we assume certain conditions and certain habits, and we accept those verbal things that come to us, and they hurt us and they create traumas. So when we're unable to express our feelings, we hide them, and then that's when we sabotage our health, and we create illness. So all of these unexpressed ways create the illness, and it's at a subconscious level, unless we decide to change the state of mind. We're adults, we are able to change that state of mind. So it's up to us to change it. So here's a second exercise that I want to share with you. So imagine, remember that you had written an illness or something, a symptom that you're struggling with all the time. Write it down again on the comments. And I want you to imagine that illness as it was your friend. And I want you to say, let's say your name is Amanda. I will say, I am Amanda's headache, and my job is to protect you. I am protecting Amanda from blank. So I want you to fill in that blank, whatever it's trying to protect you. And I must protect Amanda from that blank, maybe from being not loved, right? Because I want to be loved. So let me go again. And this is a statement that I want you to write for you. It's an exercise for you so that you can do it at home. So here it goes again. I am, whatever your name, I am, and whatever you're struggling with. For example, I am Mike's, I'm going to put my name in that case. I am Mike's digestive problem, right? Or indigestion. My job is to let you know to protect you from feeling sick. I am protecting Mike from blank, and I am must protecting. Okay, here we go again. Sorry about that. I'm getting confused here, so I don't want to confuse you more. So just write this statement and write it for you as an exercise so that you can fill in the blanks. I am your word, your name, John, for example, and I am John's headaches, and its purpose in life is to blank. Or my role and my intention in her life is to blank. Okay? Write and fill in the blanks. This is for you, for your own exercise. So, as children, we create illness and pains to get attention. I remember my son, when he was little, he would always be very crying when he wanted something and he didn't get attention, when he didn't get it. So he would throw tantrums in order to get attention so that he could get that toy, or he could get that thing that he wanted to have. So that created a habit for him. He was a crybaby, right, to get attention. Or as we can also use, we create things to create a habit to fulfill something. So this becomes a habit, part of who we are and how we act, and it's to fulfill something. So we create a habit of, for example, drinking alcohol to numb a pain because it's too harmful to be feeling it. So we create a habit to numb it and to avoid it. Or we can create a habit of exercising to be healthy. Or we create a habit of feeling sick to get attention. See what I mean? So these habits are created at a young age, but as adults, we can form them too. So for example, I want to share with you an example about my mom. My mom used to live surrounded by doctors, and every time I would call her, she would say, oh, I'm sick, I need to go to the doctor again. And all this happened after my father passed away. So it was a way for her to get attention not only from the doctors, but also from her children, to take care of her. So she created this illness, constant illness, just to get attention. So if she was not ill, then she didn't get attention. But guess what? Now she is in a place where she gets a lot of attention, where her medications are given to her, so she doesn't even have to think about it. And she has a lot of activities with friends. She is happy. Guess what happened to her symptoms and her illness? Went down, right? So our illness, our pains, and our symptoms are just a calling of our body of expressing, so that we pay attention to that. So there's needs that need to be covered, and that illness and that symptom is only a way to communicate with us so that we know how to address it. But sometimes it's hard to understand that, and it has taken me a long time to kind of go through the motions and do the work internal work to understand that. So if you have been dealing with symptoms, if you have been dealing with trying to make changes in your life, and you're still not creating the results that you want, or you have tried numerous times and you still don't feel like you want to be, if you're ready to make a change in your life and to understand yourself better and create permanent impact in your health and energy to live the quality of life that you deserve, I invite you with my caring heart to book a conversation with me. I call it a discovery call because this is magical. Really, when we start showing our vulnerability, when we start sharing about how we feel unto others, then there is magic thing happening. We heal just from starting that conversation. So I invite you, and the link is in my bio, or the link is in the video wherever you're watching, or the link is down below. So look up, down, or inside, wherever you're listening to this recording, and you can connect with me, and I'll be here for you to have a discovery call so that you learn more about yourself and you know the small shifts that you can be taking in order to feel better. That's my goal for you, so that you can feel better every single time. So I want to hear from you. What are your takeaways, if you're listening live or not? What are your takeaways from this exercise that we did today and from this conversation today? So thank you again for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for commenting and sharing. If this is a message that you feel that somebody else needs to hear, please share it with them too. And I'll be happy to connect with you at another Wellness Wednesday conversations with Maike. And I wish you a really beautiful day today. And as always, with love and care, with Maike. Bye-bye. Till next time.